Yes team, what a show we've got for you today. We are at the Setfire Arena, home of Livingston FC and one of the biggest characters in Scottish football, my hero Davie Martindale. Look, he loves himself that much. He's built a statue with him. Chiffer's arse is usually above the fingers, but what a cracking statue, tribute to Davie there. So we're going to go in, we're going to spend the day with Davie. It's Friday, day before the Airdrie game, see how he prepares for a championship game. Let's go. What's happening, mate?
Not bad.
Are you good? How you doing, girls? All right? You want to get on camera?
No, thank you.
Come on, we're doing a wee vlog a day in the life of Davie Martindale. Who? Come on, John, get yourself down here. There's Davie's awards, so that's his Barlinnie Player of the Year. He's got that, obviously. Pride of place in Livingston. He'll told my boys for that, but a few cups here. Scottish Brewers Challenge Cup. Couple of Challenge Cup runners up. I wouldn't have the runner up one in the trophy. I'd probably take that out. Cafe, get that out of the wardrobe. There's Football League, Scottish Football League, North League Cup. Alright, big man.
How you doing, mate?
I like the curly hair. Ah, here's a man. How are you, mate?
Just been on the last one.
I know. You're like, he's the only person that listen. Just quickly, mate, watch you Monday night.
Did you?
What a performance, man. Thought you were really good. What about your wee ball into Yenge for the goal? Nobody else on the pitch sees that pass. Aye, the one Muirhead misses for 2 yards, kills you, mate. What a lovely wee ball. But back fit, last time we were here you were injured, mate. How long have you been back?
A couple of weeks now, two games I've played, so 2 nighties.
Could you just quickly, for the viewers at home, mate, obviously you've played Airdrie tomorrow, just talk me through your day-to-day, where you live in Glasgow?
Aye, Glasgow.
And what time did you get up at this morning?
7:20.
7:20, right, in and eat before you come here?
No, I just had breakfast up there, a bit of porridge, yeah.
Right, a bit of what, berries or just straight porridge, dry? Banana?
A bit of honey.
Right, and then you'll train at what time?
We'll be in the gym we'll get a meeting 9:45, in the gym after that, and then on the pitch after that.
Ah, here he is!
All right.
Absolute superstar. How are you, mate? All right?
Good, yourself?
Good. Right, I'm going to say something to the viewers at home. I don't make these predictions a lot, but this guy's going to the top. We played him in the B team last year and this year.
Aye.
Sitting midfielder for Hearts, Macaulay Tate, now on loan at Livingston. How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, loving it. It's been good. Playing a lot, so that's exactly what I came.
So when I seen you, mate, you are this sitter that can take the ball in any situation you deal with. You look to play forward. You've got that nasty side to your game as well. But predominantly what you are is a ball player. So when I seen that you were coming to Livingston, only based on what I seen for Livingston last year, obviously, and Davie spoke about how they were a wee bit more too direct. Why did you decide to come here?
I think that's the other side of the game that it's probably, I'm alright at it, but I need to get better at it. So that's exactly why I came to learn the Scottish football. It's probably what every team plays, so you've got to get used to it.
Yeah. So was there a discussion between yourself and Hearts about coming here and the benefits of the loan move?
I think it was just, for them it was just getting men's football at a good level, so they were quite happy just to get me playing football.
And you're absolutely flying, mate, aren't you?
Aye, playing well, it's been good.
And again, also, we've, as the viewers don't know, we've been here a couple of times and watching, I think it was the day before the Dunfermline game, and it was all based on playing through you as a sitter.
Aye.
So again, he's kind of went away for that longer ball last year, and it's now playing through the thoughts, isn't it?
We do play a wee bit when we can and when the pitches allow you, so it's definitely changed a bit from, say, I had coming for an outside in, thought the same, but we actually do play a wee bit more than what I've seen Livy play before, so it's been good. And
what about the differences between playing for a B team and playing for a first team on a Saturday where 3 points are at stake? And
aye, I think even B team, it's obviously you're in a league, but you can't really do anything in it.
You can't win it.
Aye, so if here you're fighting for a league, you're fighting in cups, so it means it so much to everyone. You obviously try to get back into the Prem, so it means everything.
And Davie, how's he been with you since you've been here? Is he taking the side of you being a younger player, have you been a wee bit softer, or are you just one of the boys now and you're a man and he's just treating you the exact same as everyone else?
I think just exactly the same. I mean, I got hooked at half time the other week, so.
Did you?
Aye, Partick, so. But it was just one of those, so it was.
What did he say to you at half time?
He just said it wasn't a game for me. It was more a direct game, so it was a learning curve, but it's exactly why I came.
Yeah, and then does he speak to you after, like a couple of days after, and just say, like,
just said not to worry about it, so it was just one of those nights, but it's been good.
Macaulay, what a boy.
Thank you.
Top man.
See you soon.
Cheers, mate. We are here with the man the man, the legend, Davie Martindale. Davie, how are you, mate? All right?
No bad, no bad.
Thanks very much for letting us in for a day in the life for you.
You've been on the sunbeds.
No, I've known, mate. This is just a natural Italian glow.
You're looking good.
Thanks, mate. So you. Right, talk us through your day. What time did you get up this morning?
7 o'clock.
You and the missus heavy roll around first, or?
No,
None of that
the
today,
days
right?
are gone. 25 years, the days are gone.
I'm missing. Are you and Chipper have a wee roll about when you get?
Me and Chipper, share
How'd you
a coffee. So I am in, normally Chipper's in just before us, get in about 7:45, 20 to 8, something along the lines. Sit and talk about what training day we'll do a wee bit more because of the game. And Monday we lost our training day in terms of we couldn't, your recovery was Tuesday. Tuesday was normally a detailed session, so we need to do a wee bit more of the day to get the information into the players for Saturday. So we're just running through the pre-match video at 9 o'clock and the players will come in at 9:45, then we'll watch it again.
So you and the coaches go over the video first, and then you'll bring the players in and show
Well,
it.
we get it individually probably Thursday, around about Thursday. We'll watch it as a group, coaching staff at 9 o'clock in here, and the players will come in at 9:45.
Have you debriefed St Johnstone, Davie? Have you done that video, or is that just forgotten about?
See, to be fair, we were at the stage of the season we normally would, but it's not going to serve any purpose. We know what we've done well in the game, we know how we lost the game, so it's not going to serve any purpose. The last 9 games we were going into, well, it's 8 now, but the last batch of fixtures, not going to learn anything new for your post. It's what you're doing going into games, so it's much more important at this stage of the season, I feel, to focus on the next game rather than focus on the last game. So the debrief of St Johnstone was, I need to go and find Graham Carey, don't I? I need to go and get him. Great, brilliant. Well, that,
he's a brilliant to me. I'm not just saying that because you're on camera. I thought he was a much better team.
Probably should have been 2-3 up in the first half. It's a penalty on Shins. We don't get it. We were doing the analysis during the week saying I hope Carey doesn't play because he's the one that mixes it up and he goes along the switches he played. St Johnstone don't normally do that.
It's all short.
So with Carey not being on the team sheet, it kind of suited us. It let me implement what I was trying to do in the game and I think it worked. And then Carey comes on and scores a 35-yard wonder sight. But again, you pay a wee bit of money, that's what you get at the top end of the park.
See, on that, just on why you do analysis, was there things that you showed on St Johnstone that he's went and done really well against them?
Probably a lot of it. We changed our shape.
Right.
Changed the shape, went really
Why did you do that? Sorry,
to get more pressure on the back three, so I went 2 up top. But generally what we'll do is we'll press in a 4-4-2, but we'll drop off and it's a hybrid zonal, hybrid block, man for man. But we kept it in a 4-4-2, so throughout the game kept it in a 4-4-2. St Johnstone came to press us, it allowed us to hit the 2 strikers, but if they never came to press us, it allowed us to build the game and get the ball into the 2 strikers, but it gave us a lot more pressure on their back three, so it allowed us to half the park. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
So the 3 centre backs, you leave the outside left centre back, we encouraged it to the right, left the wing back, left the left centre back, and I thought we forced St Johnstone into a lot of long balls, playing forward, and we picked him up and went because I had Sidibe and we Kirky up top and the boy Duke McKenna. So we were wanting them to go long because we'd win that aerial duel then pick the next ball up.
So you do that press because they play, that's why you go and press differently?
And that one, and we stayed in that shape because we wanted to go, they wanted them to go long.
Yeah.
We wanted them to go long.
So does that then work for this weekend as well? Because Airdrie are a team that are known for playing it. Do you then go and use the same press? Or does
Aye, but Airdrie is a wee bit different this year. Reece has changed it slightly. They've got the big boy Reid up top, so they will miss the press. But again, we have to be really aggressive in what we're going to do. So we'll touch on Airdrie slightly. Remember, St Johnstone.
Let's get out of the way for fuck's sake. We're trying to interview you.
St Johnstone are kind of Premier League opponents, so no disrespect to, we probably spent a wee bit of time on them. Airdrie, they can go long, they'll miss the press, but they want to play as well, they want to play, but not as much as St Johnstone.
Okay, right, we're going to go into, Davie's going to let us go in and watch the coach's analysis. So
will you shut that behind you, Si?
Yes, shut that behind you please, Keir.
Right, sorry guys.
Sorry lads.
Right, so we're about halfway through this, right?
Okay mate.
But, on you go Sam.
So is this Hughes versus Airdrie the last game? Yeah, okay.
Some of the camera angles provided when you're in the Championship isn't the best. Some of the footage isn't the best. In the Premier League you'll find there's a better quality.
Yeah, that's done on Chipper's phone, innit?
Nah, I don't think we started this game great. Never started the game great. We won the game 3-0. So clean sheet, 3 goals, but weren't overly happy in terms of how we started the game. The first 20-25 minutes I thought Airdrie had a few chances. But if you look at the gap between Airdrie's defence and their they're top. There's not a lot of, what are you talking, 20, 25
yards,
yards? So pretty aggressive in terms of sitting in kind of that mid-block. But for the centre-backs, their striker, the lines are really tight, so there is a lot of space down the sides and a lot of space in behind. But I think we've got the best XG conceded record, second best in Scotland.
Wow.
So I think it's Celtic, it's above us. And I think all SPFL competitions, we're the best in Scotland.
Is that conceded for set pieces?
No, XG, just goals against.
All right, right.
Aye, goals against. So obviously that falls into that category as well.
Course. Who presents us to the players? Is it just all yous?
We'll have a wee intake. Sam will probably go over the set plays and we'll talk throughout. If Neely sees something, he'll say, look, stop it there. Chipper sees something, Potsy sees something. But we'll just kind of narrate through. But this gets put on a platform where they can go home and watch it tonight as well.
And do you think a lot of them do that?
I think a couple do that, but I don't think a lot of them do it.
Can you check to see who watches it?
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you how long they've been on for, it just tells you how, if they've been on. You be fair, you're bothered. It's their careers. If they want to go and watch it, they'll go and watch it. You can't make them watch it. But all you can do is give them information, give them the resources.
Yeah. There's no excuses then, is there?
Aye. If you don't want to go and watch us as a professional football, you're not doing your job properly.
Yeah.
Again, you look at wide areas, Chipper.
That gap, but look at that gap between
It's just kind of, they've been playing kind of 4-1-3-2, but he does mix it up, 4-2-3-1, but the big boy Reed's available now, so I think they might use him because it helps him, it gives him an option for having to play out for the back, it gives him that option. He's not bad in the early boy.
Would you ever change your team based on the opposition? Never?
Not in the Championship, nah, not really.
No.
Premier League, you were looking for marginal gains everywhere. Personnel, shapes, systems, low blocks, mid blocks.
Yeah.
You're looking into everything. So that's kind of it. But the boys will be in here at 9:45, so if you set up there, they'll all be start filtering in, then you can come in and catch a start if you want.
That'd be great, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Thanks
It's
very
not
much.
going out to after the game anyway.
No, next week.
It's not really going to affect us.
Right, perfect. Cheers, lads.
All right.
Sorry if I'm in a wee bit of shock. The lights were out when we came in and the lights turned on. The first face I seen was Chipper, so I'm still a wee bit spooked by that. But we're with Sam, the analysis. Sorry, that was really good to watch, Sam. Just a couple of questions for you, mate. When do you start doing work on Airdrie?
So after today, by about 1 PM, Airdrie will be done. So I always start the week before. So on a Friday, I'll start looking at the next opposition for the weekend, and then that kind of builds into your work from Monday, because on the weekend you're pretty full on for the match. You get post-match either on the Sunday or the Monday, depending on if you play midweek. So I always start like a week in advance of the game, and then just break down my workflow from there.
So
Monday, you played St Johnstone.
Yeah.
That game finishes Tuesday. You then start doing your work on Airdrie.
I started on the Sunday. We're on the Sunday. So I finished St Johnstone on there. So I got a head start. And then, the bulk of the work's like Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then what is it you're looking for? What are the main things that Davie wants you to look for in terms of what Airdrie do?
So what they do in possession, so what they do with the ball, how we can exploit them, their weaknesses, set plays is important. And then just a few clips of us pressing, how we're going to press them, what we're going to do with the ball. And then goals at the end, just to see how they can see goals, how they score goals. So just like that gives the players a bit of an insight into what they do, how we're going to exploit them, and just gives us like a game plan going into it. That's normally. And
then what about the St Johnstone game? Will you watch that back and analyse that?
Yeah, so we do a post-match. So we'll find it's quite short, like 5-6 minutes. Strengths, weaknesses, what we think we did well from the game, and areas we can work on, and just keep it like simple so the players can understand and know what they need to improve going into the next game.
Brilliant. And then what about day to day? So obviously if you're saying you're doing that on Sundays, and then what it's like, for instance, when the players are at training, what are you kind of doing about the club?
So we got stats bomb, so we make data reports on the opposition. So I find data on Airdrie, lining up with the strengths and weaknesses and how we compare in the league to them. So I've got a data report to do, pre-match video, and then individual threats. So I find like 5 or 6 of Airdrie's players and put like 2-minute videos on. We use Amplify, so that's like a platform. So our video goes in there. So I find like little clips and which goes to the players. So, for example, fullback, they would want to watch clips on a winger. So I have their threat clips. And then, just when we film training, so we got a Spidio camera.
You film training, yeah? So you need to go down to training and set that up?
No, we got automated camera, so it's on Spidio. But that goes straight to a platform. The coaches can watch through training straight after. It's like on a set time, so.
Will they do that after every training session? They'll watch it back?
Yeah, they'll watch it back and see like what they went to from the training. All the training sessions are like data-based in order, so it's easy for them to watch back. So I've got that as well.
Amazing. And how long does it take for you to edit Davie and Chipper's home movies that they send you?
Don't know about that one, don't I? Maybe quite a long time.
Sam, what a man, really nice to meet you, mate. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Just to give you a wee idea of the layout here at Livingston, obviously we're at the main door. We've came through into the analyst room. We're now going to walk through here. This flows into sort of the sports scientist and analyst department. You've got the kit room in here. A few skiddies on the shorts there. I think they're Chippers. Obviously analysis room, and then this is the coaches staff room. There you go, you've got your injured players for training, the academy's up there as well, Sky Sports News on up there. Would like to say what's in there. And then we'll go through here, and this is the manager's office.
Do you know what I mean? I thought Danny Wilson tried that a couple of times.
Alright lads, just a wee hi at the camera.
How you doing? You alright?
It's different to see them like this. Like usually when we're in, you haven't got any clothes on, but he's decided to wear something. I was good.
Just fishing, what's that?
You don't like this?
That come with a 2-man team.
North Face, come on, have you got a sponsor? You got a sponsor Livingston next year? Mate, I swear to you, everyone keeps saying to me that on the sunbeds, but I don't.
What have you done there?
Just a natural glow. It's because I'm coming in here, mate, there's a natural glow about the place, you know what I mean? How we doing, lads? Alright, he's good?
Aye, we're all good. Just working out a couple of wee patterns for training.
So can you just talk us through your session today, please? If that's just talk us through your session today, if that's alright, please.
It's not a normal. It's not a normal Friday because we lost a day. We lost a training day by playing on Monday. So we need to get a wee bit more information, a couple of wee patterns, a couple of wee tweaks to the system, the shape. We need to try and get that over to the boys the day in training, and then after the game we'll go through it in the presentation after training as well. We'll do so as a pre-presentation, there'll be a post-presentation, and then we'll try and get some information into the players. So we'll get into some boxes, get the boys' legs moving, then into a couple of wee patterns they play, and then probably into the media room to go over it in terms of how we're going to approach a game. And then the day before the game, how do you work it in terms of who takes what? Is it very much your day, Davie, the day before a game? No, I think you can't take wee bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs, I'll do a wee bit. We're all involved. Gaffer's usually in the boxes.
He's not bad in them as well.
Who tell you that?
Well, I've been in, haven't I? Seen him.
Well, that's a thing.
He's not bad in the boxes.
He's alright in the boxes, aye.
I'm alright if I've got the kids in the boxes.
You go in the kids' box, didn't you? Quite right, man. Slaney, innit?
Nearly will take bits and bobs, nearly do the patterns as well. So no, it's between the three years. So we'll probably do 3 patterns a day. Say to Chipper what you think this is, and Chipper will say, well, I think that, and I'll say to Neil, would you, he'll do that. So we'll take maybe 3 patterns, but we've all came up with one each, if that makes sense. Yeah. But it's generally 80% of the season we've been doing that, so it's it's there. Yeah. The information's there, the players know what they're expecting, just a couple of wee bits and bobs in terms of the tweaks. I've spoke to a few of the boys and they go to the gym first before training. Is that a must? Everyone must go to the gym before training? No, a must, it's no mandatory. So when you're in here, but once you're into the pre-activation, it's a must. So when that starts at 9:45, a wee bit different today. Some boys will be in here at 9 o'clock in the gym, doing their own stuff, doing foam rolls or working on their weakness. But then we'll go into the gym at 9:45. That's part of the session. Training warm-ups. That's your pre-activation, then you'll get your pitch base. So that's a must. Yeah. You've got a lot of boys that come in a bit earlier. Who would be the boys that would be in the gym earlier? Who are the ones that are always in there? The younger ones with big tatties never out of the gym. You've got to throw him out of the gym. He's a big boy, isn't he? Aye, so it changes. Some boys like Chris has had a wee bit of problems with his hamstrings. He'll be in there. So it changes. Right. And then see in terms of a working week, do you consult with a sports scientist? Does he tell you what numbers you should be hitting per week training? Or he tells us, and then we tell him. So do you just very much go off your own kind of thinking? He'll come in, tell us what he's thinking, I'll tell him get out before I sack him, and then we'll do what we want.
Do the boys wear belts and that, and do you monitor how much they cover?
We do quite a wee bit of that, all gets logs. All gets logged, we've got a lot of post-game data, pre-training data, post-training data, so we do, the sports science has an input, Andy, the physio has an input, but generally sports science they think they're really, really important in football now, so he'll come in and he'll give us a bit of information, then we'll put him in a headlock, drag him out, tell him what to come back in.
Right, just quick, I've got a couple of quick fire questions for all three of you. Neil, you're involved in this as well. So, best trainer at the club? Your opinion.
I'd probably Scott Patman.
He's your boy, isn't he? Quite right,
I'm
mate.
his real dad.
His dad's a maniac. He'll kill you, man. Best trainer, Chipper?
Robbie Muirhead.
No, he's no. Is he?
Aye, yeah.
Is he, right?
Boobsy's a good trainer.
Nearly, who you going? Best trainer?
Shinny, mate.
Andrew Shinny. I could see that. Worst trainer?
Of course, take
Just
your
one
pack. Take your pack. Go let you go, Chipper. Go do something in.
Worst trainer. Chris Montano.
Played with Chris at Swindon. I know
So
what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
You don't know what's coming for him.
No, me and him had a few ding dongs.
Pelly or Smelly.
You go happy to go along with that?
Probably Meshack.
Right.
Meshack came in. I'll do him, and I'm all right. No, but he's getting better. But I think it was a wee bit complacency. He's got better. Chatted my door last week actually, asking what he can do to actually get in the team. I said train a wee bit better. That helps.
Yeah.
So, but he is getting better. I'll give him his due. He is getting better.
Good.
Wee Sammy's very similar, eh?
Aye.
Wee Sammy can go out there.
Sammy who, sorry?
Wee Sammy Law. Wee Sammy could be unbelievable good or unbelievably bad.
Good, what about you, Neely? He's loyal to the boys, isn't he? He's loyal to the boys. What about this question? Brightest player?
Brightest?
Andrew Shinny's bright, isn't he? Clever, intelligent,
Robbie Muirhead's very
In terms of football intelligence.
Football intelligence.
Alright, aye, well.
Well, geez, both,
I think there's probably a correlation between academic intelligence and football intelligence.
What did you just say? A correlation between football and... That's unbelievable vocabulary. Turned to the Tam Courts there, mate. What a vocabulary that is, mate. This is like fucking mastermind in here, man. Right, brightest. So who are you talking? You said Andrew Shinny, Robbie Muirhead, anyone else?
Danny Wilson.
Danny Wilson.
The clubs he's been at, you don't get to the clubs unless you've got a bit about yourself.
You're
You
not
know the
taking-
game.
You're not taking Reece to a pub quiz.
I was going to say...
You're not taking Reece at
I
all.
tell you what, you're not taking Reece to a pub. But he's actually got real good football intelligence, Stephen Kelly.
Stephen Kelly.
There is a
There is a
group
group
of
of them,
them.
there is,
Scott
to be fair.
Pittman again, I'll need to throw that in and he'll shout at me.
What about thickest? In a good way, like a lovable, thick way?
I'm trying to think who's in there. A lovable, thick way.
Unlovable technically. Dan Finlayson.
Was that the boy?
Oh, he's thick.
Is that the boy when you were winning? Were you winning at Falkirk? Was he the one that was you winning at Falkirk and you kicked it? You could have just kept it in the corner and you were going off your nut.
Aye.
I can get what you're talking
In
about.
a good way. He's a great
he's a
lad.
lovely boy, isn't he? I've met him a couple of
Brilliant
times.
boy. You know, but
I'm
the
going-
boys have a bit of fun with him.
Best looking.
Excellent.
We can
I
include
think- I
Slaney.
think
We can
Shins
include
is the
Slaney
most-
in this now. He's in the squad.
Shins is the most stylish.
Yeah,
Shins
got a bit.
good style about him. Looks after himself.
Chipper. McGibbon's got a bit about him. Big Aussie.
Yeah,
I'd go
probably say
McGinn.
Ryan.
I'd go McGinn.
I'd go with
Nearly. Big Gowser, and last, your favourite player. Everyone's got a favourite. Everyone's got a
You know
favourite.
what?
I'm going to
Um,
set up training, man.
Who's your favourite, Nearly? Come on. Who's your favourite?
I'm like,
Oh, Smithy. Had him at Hamilton.
We need them on.
He's got two.
That's my boy.
Andy
Andy
Winters,
Winters and Smithy. I had them at Hamilton.
Hamilton,
as kids.
for me,
You know.
I genuinely, I've got a lot of time for every single player in the changing room, right?
Yeah.
It's a really, really good group. I mean, a really, really good group. In different ways, eh? They've
Yeah.
all got their own personalities. But I tell you, I've took a wee shine to Macaulay Tate.
Oh, what a player,
Right?
mate.
Honestly, I
What a
love
player.
that good kid. What a player. I love him to bits.
He can handle the ball, mate, can't he?
Probably need to be honest public. I think that's wee Pitt's
Wee pitches done. There you go, exclusive on camera.
Only until McCullough goes back to Hearts, will take wee pitch back.
Cheers lads, heroes, thank you. Davie, you shows me how to get changed, mate. I'm like to join in the session.
Yep.
What a man, cheers, mate. Tell the camera how good I was last time in them, be honest. So, thanks, mate. Cheers. Slaney was better than what we thought. Oh. What's he doing?
Oh! Fuck, been here all morning, thank you.
He's gang.
Come here, man. How you doing? Great to see it. By the way, I must say, he's been unbelievable with me.
Amazing.
You let me come in, didn't you, whenever I want to come in?
You've only been in once.
Well, twice. But we need to get a story. We've got one of the best stories we can get with you, mate, and with the remote control. That's amazing. We'll get that.
Be analyst. Ask him a question.
When will we do that?
Why don't you ask it? Can you tell it now? Tell the story now?
No,
I can tell you it quickly.
Right, go tell us.
Right, we've got a wee analyst up for Charlton. He's just graduated from university, so he's in the room. He's like, Gaffer, he plugs his laptop into the telly in my room. Can you put that on HDMI? I said, just clap your hands. She's like, what? I said, aye, just clap your hands under the telly and it'll go. So we've got a remote, so he's clapping his hands and we're turning it on to HDMI. So it was a couple of weeks, we've kept it going, but we'd pass the remote around, so Potsy would have it, Chipper would have it, Neil would have it, Dad have it. So he'd come in, pre-match, post-match, he'd be clapping and we'd be changing it with the remote control. So this has went on for about 3 months, and Neely's like, come here, because Neely was film. So Neely's got the film, so he could give us the film back.
Right.
So Neely's got the film, he's in there, he's selling Nanias are in the room, he's setting it up and he's under the table. And the telly's no movement. We've been videoing him.
That is too good.
I'm going to tidy up, but it wasn't me. And also, the first day we came in here, polishing the socks. I mean, what was that about? It was out of order.
That was Chipper.
Was it? He's not having me, Chipper.
Chipper doesn't like you because he thinks you're after.
Is he threatened?
He's the one we have spoke about. He will be the one that goes out for me.
Chipper's not got long left, Carl.
Would you sack him on camera?
No, Chipper. I'd need to go before Chipper.
He hasn't got. He hasn't.
See if he'd been a wee bit more like he was in every week and he said he's always got an excuse. Mate,
I've had it for 8 years.
I know, but my scooter's got a puncture.
My scooter? Like, to Livingston.
He's not like a gaffer. Uber never turned up. My Uber app had no Wi-Fi.
No, but here, see the other day, the Scottish Cup game, I came in, his sister doing everything. Amazing, mate.
Everything?
No, that way. No, she's a lovely woman. Karen as well at the front. It's such it's one of the most special clubs, a pure family club. Karen at the front there was just
Can I ask why you've allowed him to come in? What is it about Slaney that you like?
Don't know, I feel sorry for him, I think. I'm a trained Samaritan, so I see this side in Slaney. He confides in me.
I do open up with you, don't I?
He does, he opens up, and you and Andy need to get a grip. You need to get a grip, this man, eh?
Get a grip of who?
You need a pay rise, don't you?
Aye. Unless
You're the focal point of this show.
I know, he makes the show, mate, yeah, right.
I know.
Yeah, that's what he's telling me, I can't believe I should be the top dog. This sighing.
He went off for 3 months and the numbers went through the roof. But, yeah, he's fucking brilliant.
Where did he go? It was planned, wasn't it?
See, in the summer, is your time up here? Have you done enough here? Because I feel that the job you've done here is incredible, mate. It is. But I think you got to get your job. Is it? Would you not want another challenge or another opportunity?
I think you're challenging enough. That's what I brought you in to challenge me.
Here's a question for you. Would you chuck open goal in the summer to come full time with Davie Martindale?
100%.
If you'd done that, I'd definitely leave.
Davie,
enjoy your meeting.
Just smoke a coffee.
Oh no. Davie's trainers. I'm going to try to find the kitman Cheb. He's a great guy, been here for years. Cheb! Can I grab a wee word with you?
No.
No chance at all? But this is brilliant, the open go. Cheb, but could I ask you about Yogi?
No.
This is first team dressing room here. So anyway, come, Cheb's know what to speak.
No, here, just you do it.
No, he doesn't know what to speak.
How come?
No press, he says. No press.
How are you, pal? You good? What's happening, boys? How are you? You alright?
Look, Chev, look, no press. No press.
You're the new man.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Look, you stole the cafe. Come on. Wow, he wasn't wanting me. Fucking 10 minutes ago.
No, can't.
Who's just getting a rub? Sean. Oh, look at that hair, man.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous, innit? Beautiful.
Who's the worst in here for...
Do you want us to rub your hair while she does your legs, mate?
Who's always in here, doing your head in?
No.
No comment. You know what I speak about? Sean, are you always in here, big man? What benefits does this give you, if you don't mind us asking?
A lot of benefits. I need it.
Just to loosen you off, mate?
I've just had surgery, innit? So
On what?
hammy.
On your hamstring, right?
Yeah.
So is this something you need to get every day?
Every day, yeah.
How long before you're back?
Near enough now.
Oh, really? Talk us through, we're obviously doing a day in life, so just to get an indication what a typical day looks like for an injured player, what time are you in it, what does your day look like when you're in here?
Report for 8:45 and then crack on with a bit of gym stuff and then after training do your strength stuff and yeah, massage and all that.
Good. Has it been a long road, mate?
It's been long, yeah.
It's hard, innit? People don't realise how tough it is when you're injured, innit?
Yeah, no, it's been tough.
It looks fucking hard, eh? Looks like you're really struggling here. Right, thanks so much, pal. Cheers.
So, Si, we had young Sharp here at Broomhill. What a long way you've came, mate. 11 now for Broomhill.
Aye, so it's just loving it. It's good. Obviously being full time and that, just getting an opportunity. So aye, it's good.
And you're injured at the moment, mate?
Aye, just done my ankle. So
how long you out for?
Hopefully in a week at least, and then back training. So.
Any advice for the young man, Si? Get into Livy's first team?
No, these boys will be fine, mate. I've seen them play. Both of you are good enough, mate. 100%.
I watch you with the reserves, mate. Always wanting the ball. Brilliant to see young players like that.
What's your name, mate?
Lucas.
What age are you?
19.
So do you get to train with the first team regularly?
Aye, pretty much every day, aye.
How's Davie with young boys?
He's alright, yeah.
Aye, he's good.
Is he, yeah?
He's enough, so.
So there's this idea that he's always bawling and shouting, but is that not the case now?
Nah, it's just high demands and that. Obviously, you just need to be on it every day. So.
But as young players, that's what you need, isn't it?
Aye, well, how are you going to get better, so. That's exactly how you're going to get better.
What about this question? What first team players do you look up to, like, in terms of the position you're in? Who trains really well? Who shows good habits? Who lives right? Who do you look at and think that's the guy I want to be?
Got to look at Brando. Obviously, every day he's at it. So obviously,
Brandon?
playing centre mid and right back, like he can go and do the jobs and demands kind of high standards off everybody. So he's
Danny Wilson for me looks after us, takes time in his day to help us out. So Danny Wilson's good. Obviously, Gilzer.
What do you mean in terms of takes time out his day to help you?
Like after training, Daniel's, if you ask him a question, he'll take time with you, take 10-15 minutes with you, show you how to do stuff, especially if I'm an attacker playing against a centre half, it can help, so.
Brilliant, eh? Would you help the young boys?
No, not at all. No chance.
Lads, you're heroes.
Brilliant,
thanks for
lads.
coming on.
Sharpie, top man. Cheers.
Cheers, lads. Thank
mate.
you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Sharpie. What, can I just ask you, just on this, who you looking at, who clothes-wise, and who you liking?
The clothes? Right, okay.
And mate, you should put it on. Whoever you like, put it on. Go and stick Andrew
See,
Shinney. Let's see how, because Andrew Shinney.
Wait a minute,
we've got a video of Andrew Shinney at the start of how he looked with these on. Let's see how you look with them on. Come on, me man, get him on.
Shinney won't find out I've woolies until the show.
Sure goes. Or when he smells us. Oh my God, try and fasten him.
By the way, he needs to put weight on that boy, doesn't he?
So we'll get the fans to rate the look. We'll get to see Shinney in it later on in the day. We'll say what you wear tonight, and he'll know that. Right, so that's that. You look, mate. I think you suit that.
I look not bad.
He's a wee catwalk.
Well, I'm just before I do the catwalk. I wouldn't allow players in with him.
No, they're shocking.
And no, it's lazy.
But Muirhead has got that in a minute. He's that type that can probably pull it. Right, give us a wee catwalk again, please, mate. That suits you.
Oh, there's the boys coming back.
Why is he wearing Shinney's clothes? He's got Shinney's clothes on. Shinney, he's got alright, big man. You good? He's got Shinney's clothes on, mate. I don't know what he's done. We've just caught him wearing Shinney's clothes. Strange boys. How are you, big man? You good? Good, alright, big man. Shinney, he's just had your clothes on, mate. Sorry about that.
You're not sitting on my seat.
Trying your clothes. You're sniffing your seat.
That's a fine if you fart.
Get him on this guy. Shinney, out you come, mate. Shinney, what a season you're having, mate. We were just talking about there. Big game, obviously, on Mondays. I mean, you get sort of sometimes with people label you as maybe like a sort of long ball team. Just showed you what a football team you were on Monday against St Johnstone.
Nah, it does happen all the time, especially this season. Maybe at times in the top league, we've had to do that because teams are a bit better than us, but this season we've played a lot of good football, but we probably still get labelled as physical
Does
and
that annoy
direct.
you, mate?
A little bit, yeah, because, well, not really, but it's people who probably haven't
So sit there.
watched.
He's
He's better than Danny Wilson saying he doesn't touch the ball in the warm-up, he plays for a living.
Sorry, mate.
Nah, to be fair, it was good that I thought first half we played. I thought everyone thought St Johnstone was going to come and be the team who dominated possession, and it was on TV, and hopefully some people sort of watched it and thought we can play good football when we try.
Do you know what? He's done so well to have such a good career because I absolutely traumatised him as a kid. So the fact that he bounced back for that,
Please, what do you mean?
5-1 at Murray Park, mate.
What?
Well, you directly up.
Not at Hampden, youth cup final.
No, but I was a bit. That was a younger group. That was a younger
You
group.
Did you come up against each other directly when you were younger?
He was a bit younger.
He was
than-
always Si Ferry.
Oh, was he a big name back then?
McGlinchey's and these.
It's always
that,
he's done.
and to be fair, they were a good side, but
always
my youth team was decent, and we've got Danny in there who we grew up together. But
Talk us through your career, mate. Let's go through the clubs that you played with.
well, obviously I came through at Rangers, and
How
then
many appearances at Rangers?
just a couple off the bench. I actually, when Walter was the manager, I actually think he quite liked me because I was always involved, but I got a few injuries, my metatarsals and that, and I ended up having to move on, which was best for me for my career.
See, just on the Rangers bit, what older players were really good to you, anyway?
Like Big Davie Weir was in there, and he was unbelievable because he was still playing at, what was he, 39, 40,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was very calm, and like he would talk to you if you. I remember one game came on at Newcastle in pre-season at Ibrox. I'll probably end my career because I had an absolute nightmare. That was the one game because he used to always be nice, and then after the game he was saying well done to everyone. He just went, what was wrong with you today? No, that was me. I was like, I'm done here, I'm away. No, people like Davie, Stephen A. Smith, Stevie Whittaker.
How's the boy?
Amazing. See, on Walter Smith, like, did he actually tell you that he liked you as a player? Was there any one-to-one time, or
No,
was
he
it just
wasn't massively
how
vocal with, maybe he was more with the first team boys, but I was a young player. But I remember when that Youth Cup game, Stevie Lennon scored a hat-trick in it.
That's right.
But I scored the first goal in the game, and I actually played well. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody said, do you know who Walter was impressed with? And I was like, he was like, it was you. And I was thinking, because it was all going to be about Lenny getting a hat-trick and that, but he said he was really impressed with you in that, and I made a few appearances and stuff. But and it was a hard team to break into, and that was just before all the trouble happened with him, and that Pedro Mendes, Steve Davis, Dues, like...
training with him every day?
Training every day, aye.
What,
Well,
bringing
most
it in?
days it was one of them. I'll hear you talking about it when the
Make your numbers up.
Tommy Wilson and that comes with a sheet, and it's like Shinny with the first team, and then you're thinking like, don't be a Ferguson. Ferguson, Shinny.
How was he with you?
It was just like it is, but everyone
Everybody.
he was just, if you're in his team, you had to be absolutely at it, or he was coming for you. But he came for everyone, which was he wasn't just. No, some people might just come for young boys,
certain
and
boys,
he was just a.
So would Mendes and that get off him as well? Everyone?
Aye, anyone wasn't at it in his team. Probably a little bit less with the more experienced players,
Yeah.
but just anyone that you just wanted to win. Small, it's probably gone out the game a tiny bit. No, like small-sided games and that. Like you couldn't lose if you're in his team. You had to be bang at it, and that's probably why he had the career he had.
And then we're after Rangers, mate, just round the clubs off, please.
Yeah, so went Inverness, which was good for me. I ended up playing first team for a couple of years there and doing really well, and then moved to Birmingham in the Championship, which was
Incredible.
that was unreal. Up and down, to be fair, but started poorly, but went well. And then when I left there, I went to Hibs on loan actually when we won the Championship, and then ended up going to Luton. That was a great time as well. Back-to-back promotions to the Championship, and really enjoyed it there. And then after I went to Charlton for a season, which was
Massive
good.
clubs, mate.
Yeah, good clubs, unbelievable clubs. And then I came here from Charlton, came back up the road with the wife and that, and had a couple of kids, and I've been here since. So
amazing.
Yeah, it's been quality.
Did you ever play against Jordan South?
I think he was in the higher leagues.
Was he higher? So you were a better player than me, you're younger, wasn't he?
100%.
I'm not That's what Caddy called it. I spoke to Caddy.
Do you know what? I think I was going to go to Birmingham with Cads and they signed you instead.
Oh, great decision.
Best decision
The
they
first
made.
time I think we came across each other was Hong Kong.
Hong Kong Sevens, aye.
You could play the tournament?
Yeah, it was me or Mark Albright, I think, and they chose me.
That's
So,
right, so it was.
aye, that was unbelievable when we played the final, and John Motson, remember the commentator on match today? He was commentating.
He ended up going out with him that night.
You look like... No, but he was commentating out the tannoys.
Why you were playing?
Aye. So you do something unreal and they'd be like, oh, what a better play that is from Shinny, and I'm like, I'm getting play of the tournament here. But Albright would do something good.
Shut up, John.
But aye, that was unbelievable, and then the night out was quality as well.
Favourite story for your career?
In terms of what?
Just anything, just a story that you'd be dying to tell if you came on the podcast.
What, like funny?
Uh-huh.
You can't put me on the spot.
Shand, will you take him in the gym for the pre-activation?
Pre-activation, we'll go after that. Aye.
Cheers, Davey.
Can't even think.
A manager's rant or...
Maybe one with Big Teddy Butcher.
Right, go and
He
use
slaughtered
that.
me. Well, you know, you've maybe heard about Big Teddy, but he used to come for boys.
Aye.
And played Stenhousemuir away in the cup. Like difficult venue, it was on Arsenal turf and that. It was a shocking night. I was in the 10 and I was having it already, to be fair, my touch. But do you remember the white and greens with the CTRs, like half was white and half was green, the boots? And he hated that.
Because it was Celtic.
Aye. So he's come in at half time and he's like hammering everyone comes to me, oh no. And he's like, fucking green boots. You look like you're wearing fucking Doc Martens out there. And then I got my phone after the game and the boys had put in all the Doc Martens up to the knees, like with laces in that eye. They were all getting battered in the group chat and that, and I was just like that. But nah, off the top of the bat.
That's good.
And the young boys love him, didn't they, mate? We spoke to the young boys and said you gave him a lot of great advice.
Yeah, well, sort of. It's been my role here for a couple of years. Obviously, I want to be playing every week, but I know at my age I'm not going to start every single game, but I like helping the young boys. It's probably maybe a path for me after.
Do you help with the reserves, mate, didn't you?
I take Chipper, I help with Chipper at times. There's not a lot of reserve games now. It's weird because when we played, there was every week was reserve games. But honestly, it feels like one every month or 2 months. But yeah, I've been helping Chipper just to try and get a bit of experience doing that, and it's been good, it's enjoyable.
And me seeing you in the dressing room putting Chipper on, sun cream on Chipper's head for the training session.
Use the full bottle.
Let's go to gym activation time. Come on,
let's go. Get activating then. Come on.
Mate, I don't think I can join in, man. He's done.
No, you need to join in.
No, I don't want him, mate.
Come on. We'll get a chat with Danny on the way done.
Danny, can we grab you, mate? Just for a wee quick chat, mate.
Like you've not done enough for us, mate.
No chance.
No, you were getting talked up.
They're just saying that, Danny.
You were getting talked up, mate.
Danny, I need to speak to you, mate. Monday. He's get labelled this long bottoms, maybe for the guy beside me here. Just shows it showed the whole country, mate, playing against a Premier League team. First half, mate, untouchable, unstoppable.
Unstoppable, they got beat.
They got beat, it's really bad take that, to be honest.
Just keep going.
I thought we played quite well. We knew what they were going to do, so we thought we could go and press them high. And I thought with the ball we were really good, but we had a couple of chances. Don't take them, and then you pay the price at the end of the game. It's a wonder strike for the boy, but there wasn't really much in it apart from
See, just on that, sorry to interrupt you, but see, just like you said, you know what they're going to do. How important is analysis in the modern game? Because obviously we've just sat with Davie through it there, showing us what Airdrie do. You obviously done the same with St Johnstone. As a player, how good is that information to have going into a big game like St Johnstone?
I think the game's changed so much now. I think most teams do something a wee bit different, and I think it's all well and good saying we want to do this, we want to do that. We just focus on
Can we just film him walking like that? What's wrong?
It's just trying to fit in.
Sorry, mate, on you go.
You say we want to do what, we'll just concentrate on ourselves. I don't think you can do that now. I think you've got to have an idea going into the game. You've got to know where they're strong, and I think that's what we did. We obviously knew that they were going to try and play it for the back, so we wanted to lock on high up the pitch and force them a bit longer. And we did it well, but obviously we kind of ran out of steam a wee bit in the second half. They found their solutions to get out a wee bit, and we probably weren't as good in the second half, and that's maybe why we didn't go through in the tie.
Yeah, and what we're doing now, what we're doing here, Paul?
We're doing activations, we're going to go into the gym here, see what the players are doing. I'm going to get the glutes going. What about yourself?
What does activation look like for you, Danny boy?
I don't do as much as other boys, obviously. I've got a few wee injuries over the years and stuff like that, so I just get them ready. Make sure I'm ready for the training session.
Dan, what was the reaction to the podcast? How did it go down?
I think people quite liked it. I think seeing different side of me. I think people think I'm a quite serious guy, but I'm not really. I've got some good stories as well. So, don't know. I think it came across all right.
How much credit do you think we should take for that to really get it out?
You were miles off it, to be fair. What's the Wilson one about? How many times you get asked that one?
Unstoppable.
What's it? Why
You've been unstoppable
today. On TikTok, people keep saying me hints saying I'm called Ross Wilson. It's Ross Wilson.
That's like the Liverpool story. Who's this? That worst transfer story. What a guy, Danny boy. Slaney, go. Show just for anyone that ever feels like writing negative comments about Paul Slaney ever again, this is what's coming for you. That's terrible.
Actual David Brent.
I can't believe that's one of the worst things I've ever watched. Oh my God. Gowser, come on. Just have a wee look at the boys. This is what they're doing before training now.
This is activation, but I think in the last couple of years, the gaffer, Davie Martindale, he's built all this up, Si.
Amazing, mate.
I think this was just like part of the stand. So obviously got all the gym stuff, built the here for heated tennis or whatever, tech ball.
So this is where the academy must go and do their analysis as well. This is incredible, mate. What a setup. Again, like, and do you know what else, Slaney, if you didn't mind jumping in?
What was that, Joe?
Again, you've obviously been coming in here for the past couple of weeks. I think people have got this perception of Davie as well. Like we say, he's just a baller and shouter. His team's just go out and kick it. But when you see the level of detail that he goes into, the setup that he's built here in Livingston, I mean, it's incredible, isn't it?
It's incredible, mate. I can't. That's the thing that shocked me. He's been on the podcast and he knows the game inside out. You know the way he speaks, but the level of detail he's went into, he's got everything covered on sports science, the right nutrition, all the right stuff here for the players with such a small budget as well. Do you know what I mean? And he's got, as I said, the match day on Monday, the Scottish Cup quarter final, his sister's doing all the stuff about the stadium just to help him out.
Amazing.
So it's not as if he's got a lot of workers there to do the stuff. So he's different level.
He is, and we can see that your dad's obviously been in for an educational.
So my dad was in with Chipper and Davie today. They took him through a wee show. So he's been tough. So come through here. I'm going to show you as well what he's built, which all the top teams have got it now. They're an absolute fortune, but just follow me.
Is this a Cairo?
Yeah, here's a Cairo chamber.
There's Chipper's seat.
So here we have it, Cairo chamber.
What did you catch Chipper doing in there?
But as again, Si, we touch about it.
Would you mind getting in it just to give the people at home a kind of a visual of how
There's a blanket in it.
There's a blanket in it. There's ginger hairs all over it. Chipper's obviously just out it. Zip that up. So we zip this up.
I get quite claustrophobic though, mate.
Zip that up. We'll get a padlock on that. How does it feel, Paul?
Don't like it.
Right, come on, you. How was it?
Mate, I must say, what am I doing here? Seen you play, Si, but the boys are doing there. Did you do a lot of that?
Not a bit, did you?
Nah.
We never. Like, see how Davie's like putting demands on them that they need to go down and do that. Like, I wish I'd had that in my career, mate. Like, but football wasn't like that back then, mate. You were just allowed to do your own thing.
And I don't think there was a real. See, if you were doing that, there was no real reason behind why you were doing it. See, if you knew it was going to be maybe better for this, or.
Well, mate, you're the same. Half of my career was being injured, mate. So, I dare say that if I'd done more of that, then I'd have played a lot more football than what I actually did.
Well, here's the coaches out in the training pitch now, Chipper and Nearly yet again, standing doing nothing.
So that Arlet. What are these? So I take it that's the back four and the sitter.
That'll be the
lineup.
The day that.
Or the debut pattern at the top, don't they? Well, you've been in the last couple of weeks. What does training usually look like?
So the last time I came in, it was a reserve game, so half the team are playing. So that's another thing I don't know if a lot of clubs do. No matter who you are in the first team, if you don't play at the weekend for the first team, you play the reserve game.
Good.
Which I don't think a lot of clubs will do that, mate.
No.
I can't think a lot of first team players playing reserves. So that day there was only I think 10 or 9 training. The gaffer joined in. The gaffer.
Right, well, do you know what I get? Stop calling him a gaffer, it's making me sick.
Merson in it.
Do you know what? No, it's like Ian Wright with Glen Hoddle. Do you know what it gives you to me? Like, see if you get these guys that haven't been playing and then they've got the excuse, oh, I'm no match fit. You didn't get that. See if you're playing a reserve game during the week, there's no excuses when it comes to Saturday if you're chucked in to say, oh, I'm no match fit because you've had your reserve game during the week.
I seen Shinnie was playing the last reserve game, brilliant, obviously, as you said, the young players said like how much they learn from him, but the only thing I would take as a player, if I've been dropped at the weekend, right, and maybe I feel it's unfair, then having to in the Tuesday play a reserve game, do you know what I think as a player you might go, fuck it.
But why are you seeing it as a punishment? Why doesn't it be seen as a punishment? Like I say, I would
you
just...
understand what
100%. No, 100%. Then you also need to look at if that's football, innit? Like, there's going to be times when you didn't play. So the fact that Sherry, as you said, he came in on Monday and done really well.
Aye.
I've no doubt that playing reserve games has played a part of that, where as if he hadn't played, because he's been in at the team, isn't he? If he hadn't played consistently for 3 months, you get chucked into a game against St Johnstone, you could struggle, but because he's been keeping himself ticking over in reserve games, then he comes on and it's seamless, wee man.
He's the main man.
He is the main man.
This guy's a legend.
He could be a model, mate.
He's taken to me right for the start since I've come in, he's just been sound with me. Can we get
I know, but it's because he looks even better standing next to it.
Aye.
See if you could put him in a...
My stutter might be bad here, so
no, I don't
go
no,
see if you could put him in one like modelling campaign, what company would it be for? I'm going to say Emile Leon Dor.
Are you into your fashion big stuff?
I used to be when I was younger, but not as much now, man. I'm just on ASOS and that now.
ASOS?
You're cool, mate. You're very cool.
Mate, What performance on Monday for the boys, wasn't it?
Aye, it was good. I mean, if I score, obviously got 1-0, that makes a difference to the game.
Does that affect you, mate, when you missed that? Like, see that night when you get home, is that playing in your head?
I would say more so back when I was younger, aye, but not as much now. No.
Are you enjoying it here, mate?
Aye, man, it's really, really good here. I mean,
Bibbsy's the man.
I get hooked in! Well, then aye, man. I mean, it's been good. And I think I needed to change away from Morton. I was there for 5 years.
Aye, and that change can sort of bring out a lot. Even you've been at the same club for a wee while.
Aye,
oh, for fuck's sake!
I mean, I'd maybe say also, man. I mean, I lost a lot of body fat which I had at Morton. I was a fat at Morton. I was fucking huge. I was massive.
What's happening? And who?
Looked in the videos fucking back. I'm my belly's upside.
Who made you do that? Was that Davie that made you do it?
Aye, you can't lose it when you don't play if you're on.
What is it? Come on in here, come in the stand.
You don't fucking play.
Do you need to be under? Do you need to be under a certain weight with Davie to play?
Aye. So that was thinking the body fats you need to be under 60.
Do you feel it's made a difference to your game, mate?
Aye, man. I mean, I'd say so. I mean, when I went back in for last summer with Morton, I was 75, 76.
Wow.
So, aye.
See, can I ask you something? Because you were done really well at Morton. Why was it Livingston? What made you decide to come here?
Because I think my time was up because a few folk didn't want me at the club. So I knew I had to leave anyway. And and I thought this might be a good fit to try and get to the SPL. Or, well, actually when the SPFL up to the again. Because I've been a champ for 7 years now.
Right.
So, well, I mean, that's what I want to get to the top.
For you, mate.
Again. What is that?
Mate, what a guy, yeah. What a player.
Bibbsy, thanks very much, mate. Good luck.
You've done magic here, mate. Thanks so much. Cheers, mate. What a boy. Gaffer, where's the boots?
In the boot room.
Where's the boot room?
Speak to you. Don't seem yourself today at all. I don't know what's going on.
You're going with flustered.
You need to start.
You look as though you've been out jogging behind a gratter.
That's incredible.
That man goes to sleep in a beehive.
Davie, can we just ask you just quickly, come on, because
Means laying our best pal.
I know, but we're talking.
Honestly,
you've been such a big help to me, it really is.
We were talking down there about the setup. Like, can I ask you, where did you get the idea for like the prehab bit, the Cairo chamber? Did you look at places?
You're always working, aren't you? So you're always trying to educate yourself. But part of my pro licence, Connell, he's a top boy at Liverpool. I'd always pick his brains, or he'd do a presentation and show you what like they were doing at Liverpool. Right. So you always try and pick your brains for fellow pros or fellow colleagues. You always try to make yourself better.
Have you ever went and watched other managers take sessions?
No, but I want to, but I've never had the time to. So I had Sibby Hersky, remember Anton? Sibs was over here for a week or so, so I'm good friends with Sibs. He was on my pro licence. I want to go over to France. He's the director of football at Troyes now. So, wow. But see, because you're not in that, when you were in the international break, everywhere you were going to be, they were all off. Right. And in the championship, it's relentless. It's week to week to week to week to week. So you don't actually get an opportunity to go and watch other coaches. But it's something I'm definitely interested in trying doing that.
Gav, can I ask you, did you change your style at the start of the season to play a bit more? Have you asked that?
Aye, of course we did. Aye, of course we did. I think you can physically see that in the game. So where we press from, how we press and how we build, it's all changed. But I think you've got to. You were doing that every week in the Premier League, changing the three constants.
But see if you get promoted this season, would you still want to continue to play the way? Because St Johnstone Premier League team on Monday there, you outplayed them by playing that way.
I think you would bring our players in, but you try and stick to as much as the philosophy you built this year, because there's 80% of that's ingrained within the players. So I think I'm big on continuity. So
I would try and stick to as much of the philosophies as we possibly could. Going away to the bigger clubs, you'd maybe need to change it slightly, but you'd want to ideally stick to that as much as possible.
See, just to give the viewers at home full insight, see when you're talking to me about the session you're going to do, when you talk about patterns, can you just explain what that means?
Just a pattern of play, so I'm not want to say too much, but we'll get the ball in a certain area of the park here, they're going to give us so much of the park, we'll get that for nothing. Then we've got to work at how we build and how we...
Get the ball in that area.
Ways to score goals. Football, for me, football's fairly basic and coaches can overcomplicate it at times. Play around, play through, play over, set play. There's a counter built in there at times, but I'm not so sure we're going to have that opportunity in terms of a counter because we should dominate a lot of the ball. So it's working on where I want my... For today, we'll be working on specifically where I want the front three to be, where I want them, where I want my fullbacks to be. How we're going to build the game, single pivot, double pivot. If we've got a single pivot, you're a double 8. If you've got a double pivot, you're a 10 and 2 6s. So we're probably going to build the game with a double pivot. This comes out after the game,
yeah,
doesn't
close,
it?
definitely.
Put that before it.
We'll stick out the night.
Send that to Reece.
No.
I think the summer will do it, but I need to ask you. I need to ask you this because obviously I keep going back to Monday, but see if you win that, how important would that have been financially for you?
No, massive. Chairman said to stick a few pound in this year to help us out, but it would have been really big. I reckon it could have been a couple of $100,000 plus.
Could have got him a wage as well.
I could have got you in full.
So you're happy you got beat?
Full time.
Are you not even the highest budget in this league?
No. I think we've got top 4. I think we've been about the top 4. But I think that's you can make the gaps up. The gaps are there insurmountable. Maybe a team's got, I've not got to start naming teams, but got a couple of $100,000 budget more than you. You can make that up. See, when you're talking about 2s and 3s and £4 million, it becomes really difficult at that point. So I think, going with what I know, other players, I think we're 4th, but there'll not be much between 3rd and 4th, and then there's no a hell of a lot between 1st and 2nd. And then the bottom of the league, there's no a hell of a lot of a difference. I'll give Reece's job, I'd probably say Ayersley probably got the lowest budget league. I don't know, that's just my educated opinion, but I would say they've probably got the lowest budget in the league, and then everybody else, they probably 4th to 9th, much near muchness.
Can I ask you something, Davie? See if we gave you where you are at the start of the season, so if we said to you at the start of the season, this is where you're going to be at this stage of the season, would you have been happy with it?
No.
And why do you think you're where you want it to be?
Ayr United's going to say the same things, Falkirk's going to say the same things, we're going to say the same things. There's moments in games where we've not took our opportunities. I feel we should be sitting top of the league, but we're not in Falkirk of their own merit, so fair play to them. I'm a wee bit disappointed in terms of probably know the performances and probably know the run we've been on, because we're 8 unbeaten in the league now. We've got the best goals against record, second best in Scotland, all competitions. So there's certain parts of this season that's been really, really good, but I think we've dropped points in games we should have been winning, and if we'd picked 8 points up, you're probably not sitting 3rd or joint 2nd in the league at this point. So
still loads to play for though, isn't there?
Still loads to play for. I speak to the boys, but I don't think automatic's done. Falkirk, it's in their hands, but it's not done, and then you've still got to play off. So we've done it before, can do it again, but I still don't think automatic's signed and sealed.
And this is linked to Chipper's cot. He's lying in that Cairo chamber on all fours.
That's the irrigation system, but Chipper's in, I just fill it up with wine. Just turn number 9 on, and Chipper just stands underneath number 9 and just fills them with wine.
Just quickly, you asked us because you told me who else he done his pro licence with.
Aye, Ruben Amorim.
Did
he impress you?
No. Done my aim at B. So done my aim at B with Ruben. He was at that point he was the Braga B manager, and then he got the Braga job. And you remember Rangers knocked him out of Europa.
Yeah.
Remember that over there? I think Morelos scored over there 1-0. Ruben was the manager, but couldn't sit in the dugout because he never had his pro licence. But that was us. But when we all graduated, or were in the process of graduating for our A-B, COVID hit, so it kind of knocked everybody's licences back a couple of years. And then he got a sporting job. I was still in touch with him then, and they got Aberdeen, I'm sure it was. So he was on the phone to him then, and he got the Man United job and changed his number.
A blocked yours.
Number, just blocked me.
Mate, Neil's a proper coach, isn't he?
Neil's very good.
Mate, I was obviously when I've been coming in, I've been
Really
so.
good.
I
They're all
obviously
really
know
good,
Chipper,
to
but
be fair,
he's
but
been so impressive.
You would expect Chipper to be a good coach. He is a good
Aye,
coach,
of
but
course.
you'd expect that from Chipper. Nearly being so young.
Where did Nearly come from, sorry?
I got him for Gala Fairy Dean. But see, when I first came in here 11 years ago, Nearly 22, 21, 11 years ago, Nearly was the head of youth, but he used to come in and help out with first team training sometimes. And then the club went through a bad spell, Nearly got made redundant. And we always kind of kept in touch. And when I got there, it was always in the back of my head. I thought he was a wee bit hard done by, but it was financial why he had to leave the club back then. And he was still young, and he went out. He's got his own coaching academy. He's been a manager himself. He was playing at Pumperson with pals of mine. So we always kept in touch, and it was always in the back of my head to bring him back to the club if I could at one point. But nah, really, he'll be a good manager in his own right.
What makes a good coach in your eyes? For you being a manager and all the assistant managers and all the coaches that you've had, what makes a good coach?
I think you've got to have a passion to be a coach.
The
hours on the grass, you've got to enjoy that side of the game. Like, you've got to have a passion and a desire to be a coach. You've got to enjoy working with players. But I think there's an element of the game needs simplified. So your message, however complex that may be, how do you simplify it and how do you get that message across to the players? I'm pretty big in that. Verbal, talking, tactile on the part and visual in there. So we try and deliver the kind of, through the three methods, we'll try and deliver the message in the basic, most simplified version we can to give the boys information to go and try and win that game of football.
Amazing.
I could talk to you all day.
Do you get annoyed that people didn't see this side? I think this would be amazing for you because people didn't realise like the detail you go into the facilities that you give the boys. Nah.
Doesn't bother me. I think it's just uneducated opinions. Underdogs, big physical living. I've been hearing big physical living since we had Halkett, Lithgow and Gallagher back. Used to be even in the Premier League, as promised, used to read reports, big physical living, their style of play. This was the front three. Odin Bailey, Alan Forrest and Bruce Anderson. Midfield three, Jason Holt, Stephen Omenga and Scott Patman.
Stephen Kelly, guys like that as well.
James Penrice at left back. And I had two centre halves and Nicky Devlin you could throw in there. I had three boys that you would maybe say, Nicky's not big and physical, he's just Nicky's a decent height, eh? Two centre backs I had, but everybody would keep labelling me big physical Livingston. But that's good because that tells me we're not doing the research.
Just before you go to training, because we're going to let you go soon, but is there, even though it's a day before a game, do you still expect like the highest intensity? And
today, yeah, probably in a normal training week, you'll let the boys come off at a wee bit, eh? But the day we've lost a training day this week, we're playing on Monday and not being able to do a proper session on Tuesday, so we need a wee bit more out of them a day.
And we've watched you didn't accept anyone slacking?
No, I think that's where you set the standards. But see, you as players, do you want me accepting that? You want to go out there and you want to train and be the best you can. I say this to people, you've got to be the best every day, no some days. Some people pick and choose when they want to train well, play well, eat well, sleep well. See if you go to that, you'll probably be a journeyman. You see if you give it everything, and again go back to that passion. See if you give it everything, you've got a chance.
Who's the one boy you've had that done that and he's now flying?
I think when you look at wee Scott Patman every day, and I'll go back to wee Pats, but wee Pats was playing junior football with me. Then he had 6 years in the Premier League. He's the most capped player at Livingston in their entire history. So if you look for where he was, released for Hamilton, released for Alloa, playing probably third tier juniors at that point because it was still the East and West Super League. It wasn't the Lowland League. Playing football, we were one below the Super League, then we got promoted to the Super League, So for where he's been to where he's went, I think that comes from what he puts in every day. I remember at Broxton, it always sticks in my head, it was -5, 7:30 at night. You know, the park just then suddenly freezes up. You'd have probably seen it with user training with the cold night. Suddenly, you're like, I can't even train this. Battered them Tuesday night, gave him a good session. I was taking the training. I didn't get a shower, come back out and I'm driving away. It's out there. Wee Pat's constantly out running. 30-45 minutes after training doing Mary's cell. And I'm telling you, it was about -5, always stuck in my head. And he's never really lost that, the desire to get better.
You know, you're talking about people to choose when they want to train and when they didn't. I'm going to train again and somebody's not going to.
I'm going to go up the stand and have my notepad.
I'll be honest, I thought you'd be terrible, right? And I thought you were very good.
I was brilliant. The only thing, this is mere, I just don't like it for it's more a respect thing for
in my
you.
box,
No, but it's more a respect thing
but
for
actually,
you.
I think it's
I don't want to argue in
you're
front of
being
people.
disrespectful, you're no coming in.
I agree. But I'm almost feel it's overseeing it, which end up might be my role here.
Well, I'll tell you what, right?
Director of football.
You're definitely in the heading game again. You and
No,
Si.
I can't do that.
Come on, you're in.
No way. It's mate, because see for the boys.
You're
the
gonna
boys
fuck his numbers.
No, but the boys are there to win the league, right? I see me a fat tadger
This,
coming in.
this
Don't
part,
want
do you
it.
know what
You
I
done
need?
it before Dunfermline,
I'll
the
tell
one.
you what this session's for. This session's for to get the boys buzzing. So see if you jump in, it'll help me get them buzzing, I promise you.
Right, okay.
And then jump out the boxes, right?
Right, I'll do the headers and then I'll go up and stand.
Aye, perfect. Right. That's why I love you, Slaney.
What are you doing after this?
You're really hard to talk round.
He's going for a coffee after.
Why go for a beer, Slaney?
Would you ever take him back to your house?
Aye.
What's the
But
missus'
I'm in with the family and all that now.
Aye, how'd you get in there?
Monday I met them all.
Met my sister, I think. Do you want me to get her to flat for her husband?
Is she getting on with him?
Doesn't matter, does it?
Do you like the husband? Is he got much about him?
Nah, he's actually a good lad. The only thing I don't like is a Celtic supporter.
We're just going to go to train with Livingston first team. You need to get that mic to Davie. The laughing and joking stop. Serious heads on there. But before we go out, he's a big roarly Colleen.
No, mate. That's not. I feel the complete opposite of that, and I feel like a pussycat. Aye, but that was me as a player, mate. Carry on in here, but when you're there, starting me again. Is to Davie?
Yes, let's go, mate. Let's go and see the boys. Davie, can't believe how many boys are wearing gloves.
Pardon? I know, terrible.
Fucking 12 degrees, mate. He's got gloves on.
He's a Scotsman, a real Scotsman.
By the way, see if it was Angie, you wouldn't fucking have gloves on, would he?
No.
Would he fuck?
Right, come on then. Clarky, you want?
Who, Ange?
Si, you're not a pint. Si's blue. Go on, you go, kid.
Put me directly up against Slane.
It doesn't really work like that.
Alright, sorry, mate. He's just killed us.
Yeah, it's Ben Arse on the line.
Is it?
Aye, Red Arse on the line.
You want to lose then, didn't you?
Right, come on then.
Fucking
Listen
dead.
in. lads. £10 spin for the losers. Port Sale ref it. Best of luck, gentlemen. Right, Slaney. I want a Si, where are you? Si Ferry. Out of you and Slaney, who's got to score the most goals?
Me.
Right,
Definitely.
so the losers got to run round the park, bollock. Are we ready, Slaney?
Run, go hand.
Terrible! 1-0. Terrible throws. Oh my God, what a header. Oh, what a save! What a save, Boomsy! Wow.
What's happening here?
There's a bit of
fucking
chaos. No,
confused.
you're no.
No, wait, tell us.
you're-
Ah!
Si
Yes!
won! Oh, what a save, Si!
Yes!
Slaney!
Fucking come on, Blues!
Oh, Buffer! Oh, we
Yes,
won!
Macaulay!
Slaney, did you?
Yes!
Did
Yes!
Slaney
Oh,
score?
shit, where am I going?
Nearly.
Yes!
Oh, Jamie!
Gump! Yes! Score that! Come on, Shinny!
Oh!
Shinny! Shinny, you're 3 yards out!
Did Slaney score his head?
No, did he fuck? I scored. No, he didn't. He never scored. Slaney, you never scored.
But then, next round! He's a liar. He's a liar. Slaney, remember we've got cameras. A minute ago he's wanted to sit in the stand, now he's wanted to play.
Brilliant, McClear! Sting it on, Mazo!
Oh, it's in! No goal!
Slaney,
no
I
goal.
chunked you a header! Is this for the winner?
Come on, Slaney.
Is this for the winner?
Slaney, I need a goal.
This is the winner! Stick on, Kit! Yeah! Yes, lads. Hat-trick. Gowser.
Slaney, remember you've got to save it. Wait there.
Top.
Remember you've
Chucked
got
on
to
my
save
header.
it.
He needs to get his arse
Right
out.
there. Jack, come here. Come here.
Ciao, ciao. Three. Score three.
Hey, some good.
Flying, lads. Have you scored, Shirley?
Offensively.
I remember you being a good header of the ball.
Aye, he's beating you. He's winning.
Huh?
I think he's winning the goals.
No, I've scored 3.
I think he scored 3.
Did he? Fuck.
I promise you.
Davey, I've scored 4 goals all in. He's not scored 4 goals.
No, 2 skippers. Where's the skippers? Rock, paper, scissors, hurry up. See who starts first.
Best of 3 or best of 1?
Best of 1, straight shootout.
Yes! Finish it! Oh! Yes!
On the line!
Get on the line, lads! Get us by Arset!
No,
you're us by Arset!
I'm not doing half for the cameras.
Get on the line, lads!
I can't do that for the cameras. It's a spin for the captain.
Well, blur it out, Davey! Yes, come on, let's go. Get it tight! Tight, lads, tight! Well done, son. Yes, I'll play with you. Yes, he does!
Boxes here, this is usually the...
Yes, Davey, play.
Chipper and Neely. This is the staff of the younger boys. This is sort of the...
Oh, stand, Sammy, stand. Yes, play.
Middle group, and then that's the Champions League, the top group up the very top. So if you fancy yourself, I think Sai, the last team is up there.
Yes.
He's shown the day why you should be doing
yes,
there.
and you get big man. Yes, Davey, here, let's play. Yes, come on, 1, 2. All right. Yes, here it is, Davey, here it is.
Just help me out now.
That's genius, Si. Yes! Yes, he does!
See me everything?
Still in!
Where's the post?
Oh, yeah. Yes, here it is, then play. 1, 3.
Oh, mate.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! 6, 7. Yes! 8, 9. Yes, Davey, I'll take it. 10. Good, yes! Yes, he does! Yes, Davey, I'll take it. Davey, I'll take it. Keep playing! Yes, he does! Yes, bounce here! Yes, I'll take it, he does! Yes, Davey, Davey! Oh, wow, it's a meg as well! It's through! Yes, play, I'll take it, Davey. Good, yes, bounce. Oh, did you get that on camera? Bounce it again, Davey! Yes, bounce it again!
Just use Ulsters when you played? Who was big on it? What manager was the biggest on it for Chipper? Who loved this?
Yogi.
Did he, aye?
Yogi's biggest ever at boxes.
Well, he loves it. His teams love playing, don't they?
Aye, but it's no mucking about it. No going for nothing, flicks and all that. Doing it right.
You've got to do it. See, as soon as I fuck about it, it's a waste of time, innit?
Aye, yeah. No, it's got everything you want. Making angles, way to pass, weak combinations. It's got everything you... Watch all the top teams doing it.
Aye.
You know, I watched Bayern Munich doing it. I was watching them training in the sun. It was unbelievable.
How long did they do it for, Chipper?
About
similar to this?
half an hour.
Was it?
Yeah.
And proper serious, no messing about?
Kevin Keegan said on his my pro licence that when he went to Germany, when he went to Hamburg, he says if training started say at 11, the boys used to come in at 10 and go out and do in those boxes between them all. So when the gaffer and that came out, they had some lash on by doing it right.
And that's the thing, Chipper, you've got everything in these boxes that you need,
every
decision making, and it's really like
yeah,
intensity's there as well.
Intensity, you've got to get the boys pressing with their intensity, but if they do it right, no, that's just got everything you need because you've got to make quick decisions.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting pressed quickly at small areas, you're getting pressed quickly, make the decisions quick.
No, I know you said you were the best chipper in the boxes, and I wouldn't take that. But
I wouldn't say
give
that.
Give me who was the best player that you played with?
Russell Latapi in the boxes.
Ever get
Russell Latapi never gave it away. No, he could have played with 3 boys. Honestly.
he was a special player, wasn't he?
We used to bring trialists into Falkirk. And we always done boxes to start with, and we put Russell in the box with a trialist, and after a minute he would just nod or shake his head, and that was your mind made up. No, he can play, no, he can't play. Honestly, it was fantastic. If you get a standard, you know, get a standard, somebody's got to lead it in there.
And then Chipper, obviously before the game, he's going to these wee rondo boxes. What will you then go into after this?
We're going to
Oh, partners of play.
Partners of play.
We'll get to partners of play today. Because we've got not every Friday we normally do that, bit of partners of play, so we've got an idea of what we're doing tomorrow.
So in your formation, you'll be playing tomorrow, you'll be in that formation?
Yeah, doing the partners of play.
Aye.
And get everybody involved.
Yeah.
Not just the 11, everybody involved, so that something might happen tonight, somebody can't play them or somebody might get injured in the warm-up, the first minute, anything, so everybody has got an idea of what we're trying to do.
When will the gaffer pick his team? On the day of the game?
Well, no, we've picked the team, so when we get in after this, we're going to have another meeting, and he'll name the team then.
So that meeting is just to pick the team then?
No, I pick the team and go through a few of the foundations, the principles that we stick to, just to remind them all. Just getting their mind ready for tomorrow, because we're finishing the pitch for them then.
Aye.
So it's making sure they're focused on tomorrow, they all know their jobs. And if anyone's got any questions about anything we've done, then that's the time
They can ask them then.
Ask a question.
That's good, that, isn't it? Instead of going after training, going home, they've got the thinking of that.
No, they've got the opportunity, or they can come and see any of us individually. Say, I'm not sure about when the ball's in there, where should I be? Because you've got me in there and I'm not normally in there, for example.
Brilliant,
so
Chipper.
just take us through it.
Just before I let you go, Chipper, are you missing being a manager yourself?
Absolutely not.
Not at all?
No.
Do you prefer doing what you're doing now?
I love being on the pitch. I love being on the pitch. I like being in amongst the players. I love coaching. Coaching is just my thing, eh?
I've always done it, mate.
I love it. I don't miss that side of it one bit.
What is it about that? Because I've heard people in the past, it's just like they end up forgetting about the coaching and dealing with everything else. Is that
You've got to deal with everything else, but even the role we've got here, the gaffer's really open with everything, so we talk about loads of things, you know, dealing with the media, dealing with the board, just all that sort of stuff. You can totally concentrate on the fitness side of it.
How did the gaffer get you in? How did that come about?
He kidnapped me one night. You know, he stays
Did you kidnap him?
Aye.
Is that how he's in?
A bottle of Penfold red wine, Chipper just followed me.
Is that how easy it is? Just to get him in?
Oh, Chipper red wine, it can be bribed easy.
By the way,
that's how I got your B licence. Casey red wine.
Zion, you come a minute.
What is it?
How was your standard there, mate?
That box is better.
What's it?
Staff box.
Staff box is
I'm going
better.
to move you again, right,
Up the
so
top.
you're getting everybody.
Right, thanks, mate.
Who's in that top box?
The wee man's been moved into the top box. Said the second box was actually easier than the first, which is surprising. But this is the top box, obviously you can look Stevie May in there, Big Gowser, Stephen Kelly. This is the real deal. Shinnie, the best player in the boxes. Wee bit of needle between him and Si, obviously, for the youth. Both of them sort of bumping their gums about who was the best. Both hopeless, but this will tell a lot today. Proof's in the pudding. Oh, long ball. He's playing long ball in a box. Wow. Good, but listen, I'll be honest, it has a good standard, but I don't know about that big scoopy toe there for the wee man.
Oh, sorry,
Keep an eye
man.
on
Yes, play. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Kelly,
5,
it's a joy to watch.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What a standard.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, play again. Yes, I'll take it, big man. Yes. 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 Here it is. It's all right, 14. Yes, play. Yes.
That's very good.
Oh, sorry, yes, play. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, big stiff McGowan. He wouldn't have done that under range. He would not have done it under range. Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
That's the first. Yes, go on, get it back. Tight, big man. Tight, big man. Yes, go on, big man. Tight.
Oh.
That's 3. That's 3 touch. That's 3 touch. 3 touch. Is it? Yes, come on, Gowser. Tight, Gowser.
Look at the little piggy. The wee piggy's turned up at Livy.
What's happening here? Come on, big man.
Piggy.
Oh. Oh my God. Fucking. Come on.
He's putting a smile on him now, but his head will be gone. He'll lash it in a minute and get us packed out of here.
Yes, Gowser, there's a bit.
He will lash, look.
Yes, go on.
Oh. Oh, Si!
Yes. Brilliant.
Oh, Boobsy!
Boobsy, you're a joke.
Outstanding, Boobsy.
Boobs, you get the move. Yes! Yes!
Ah, Stevie.
Yes! Yes, I'll take it, pitch. One. Yes!
Yes, Shans! Yeah! He's back.
Fucking go on with Shinny. Yes! I'd just be so disappointed in you.
Oh, he's raging. See, then you're not. He's raging. Gous are still trying to hit me, boys. He says, where is that little fucking rat?
No wonder Ange never spoke to him for that fucking 24-hour journey, mate. After that performance, man. Big man, come on, just review it. Come on. Come on. All the Socceroos watching this, come on.
You killed me in that, bro. Good press.
What's happening? Where was your pressing? There was no communication. You're just getting ready.
I said don't get split.
But stay together and they were just passing it around outside us. No, I'm not joining. I'll leave you to it. I'm just going to watch you, mate. That's us done. So we've done a warm-up, which is quite high intensity, and then went to the heading drill where a chip Slaney's out on camera. Bro, he's actually not bad, actually. And then my team won, his team lost. And then he shot it for the boxes. I went in Davie's box, the middle box, and then the top box. Done all right. Really good in the first box. Second box wasn't getting going at all. Third box, the standard was really good. Thought I'd done all right, but I did get the Meg, and you got the Meg on camera, on the young boys. So, no, good day, but great feel about the place. Great boys, really good boys. They're going to do a wee bit of shape now, a wee bit of patterns of play for Airdrie, and then Davie's going to get a wee chat with us after training.
So here, this is the passage of play he'll be doing, and his shape that they'll be playing tomorrow. You'll know we can't show you exactly the full thing, obviously it will give too much away, but we'll give you wee snippets, and I'm just going to note it down here. If I see any sort of weaknesses in it, I'll let him know, or I'll let Rhys McCain know for tomorrow.
Again, Slaney talking about the older players here, Andrew Shinnie with Big Yengi, who's obviously a young player. We've seen him, they've came off that shooting drill and he's pulled them straight away and he's given them bits of advice here and there. Good in it. Coaching and that was great, mate, but see when an older player took you and it showed like a keenness and an interest in you, mate, it actually made your day, didn't it? And then because they'd been in played at a level, like, I know Davie's a great manager, but the level that Shinnie's played at, like, advice to Big Yengi is invaluable, isn't it?
And as well, obviously Davie's taking the full session, so he's not going to see everything.
Yeah.
So your senior players noticing wee things like that helps so much. Right, Gavin, we're nearly there. What a day it's been, Si, innit?
Brilliant, honestly. What a club.
I spoke to Chipper outside while your training was going on. He says you picked your team the day before the game, you picked your team. What's the reasons behind that?
No, I think I had the team in my head, to be honest. It's maybe relay that to the staff probably more so the day play about it during the week, but I think the team was in my head from probably Tuesday onwards.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Have you always done that?
No, I think it's quite fluid. So you're looking at a game on Monday, then you're looking what this game's going to require. I'm a big believer there's a way in the team and a way out of the team, but I spoke to the boys about probably 4 or 5 games ago, and I said to them, like, we've got 12 cup finals coming up. So if I feel I have to change it, you might come out of the team and it might not be through form. It's just what I feel the game requires next. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's probably a wee bit of that going into this game. I feel that the personnel and what we're going to try and do going into this game, the personnel suit that a wee bit better.
Have you told the boys the team today?
Yeah.
And will you get guys who are not involved that'll come and see you?
Not today, no today.
Do you make that a rule that you can't come and see me?
No, come and see me after I've told you the team. But I'm alright the next working day, whatever that is. So if you play Saturday and you're in the Sunday, chat with door Sunday. But if you're off at Sunday and it's a Monday, chat with door on the Monday.
Does that still happen, David? Do you get a lot of boys still chatting with you?
A couple of times, but I think that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign. It shows that they're, well, one, they chat with door, so it allows you to be honest with them, doesn't it? Because they're coming to you, why am I not playing? I feel that's important. Players need to understand why they're not playing, because if you, for want of a better word, you start bullshitting them, how do you go to fix it? So I'm always quite, it might come across as abrupt sometimes, abrasive, but really, really honest with them. And with them chatting the door, it allows that to happen. I probably chat their door more than they chat my door. So we've got a sign on the first team dressing room and I'll put names on it. and if your name's on it, come and see me at some point during the day.
And what is that usually about? Why would your name be up there?
A wee bit of everything, like maybe, I don't know, like you Slaney, like Slaney's come in, looks a wee bit down or that, doesn't look the best.
So you'll be seeing him
No,
every day
this
then?
is real. This
This is real.
But we're going to kid on, he's a player, and I'm looking and going, that boy's
Someone's up with him.
that boy's no sleeping and he smells a wee bit. So I'm going,
Are you still being real?
I'm being serious here.
This is your meeting.
Your name's in the door. So I might be a variety of reasons. Like you maybe see a boy, maybe he is what he doesn't know what he sells, so put his name in the board. Come in
like
and chat, or it might be through, look, this is what I was looking for, or look, we're going to be playing this game, this is what I'm looking for. So just a wee bit of touch base with him, but also try and get your footballing message over him and get a chat with him.
Brilliant, love that.
Something I seen the other night in the cup game, must have been about 9:30. The young boys are saying they've got a training session after the game.
Yeah, so you've got the boys that have played, right, and I'm a great believer, you're not in the squad. You're sitting in there with your feet up and the boys have then knocked their pan in and 3,000 metres, there you go, right, we've got every game there. So St Johnstone game, our total squad distance was 110k, sprint distance 1470, high speed running 7,000 metres and HMLD 375, so we've got that for every game. Like every game this season.
Wow.
We've got that data will come into me. So I'm not having boys that aren't playing, boys that are going out and they're in the next working day. So we try and get a wee bit of distance, a wee bit of high speed running into the boys that aren't involved. So you're not sitting in there with your feet up, watching the boys knocking their pan in, try to get through to the next round.
See the first team players that don't play at the weekend, will they play the reserve game midweek?
Depending squad-wise, numbers-wise, if we've got a midweek or not, like in terms of the first team, depending what the training loads were like or the previous schedule, the previous month. But in general, start of the season, if you've not played 60 minutes or more in the Saturday's game, you'll be involved in Tuesday's game.
Can I ask you quickly, David, what do you do for the rest of the day now, like the day before a game? What time will you leave here? Can you chill out the night with the missus, or is it tough?
You don't really chill, you always think football, eh? But this is the part I hate. See, between now and your team talk, there's a big gap, eh?
Yeah.
'Cause you've done the majority of your work, so I'll maybe go and watch a wee bit more of Airdrie stuff, but I'll probably then be focused on the next game now, so I can afford to spend a wee bit of time on Dunfermline.
So you'll do that today?
A wee bit.
Maybe.
I'll touch base night tonight, sit in the laptop, the game's on, so
Yeah.
they're playing tonight.
Ray found the telly, that's right.
So I'll switch to the Dunfermline game, watch that tonight, so that'll probably take up the majority of my thinking the day, then up tomorrow morning, and then you'll be thinking about the game.
What's your routine on the morning night game?
That's pretty easy. I stay in the middle of Edinburgh, so up, black sheep coffee with the dog, down the water relief, take a walk, back up, bit of breakfast, come into the club.
And seeing that time, is that when you think about what you're going to say to the players? And what is a typical Davie Martin team talk? Does it change from time to time, or is it usually the same message? Can you give us an example of one? Like St Johnstone, what did you say before the game?
St Johnstone, I think one of the main topics in the lead up to the game is how we're going to stop being playing. If you looked at St Johnstone's last batch, since Simmel came in, they've dominated the ball, like largely dominated the ball. I'm not having somebody come in here and dominating the ball, so a large part of that week was this is how we're going to press and this is what we're going to do when we press. So you're probably reiterating that in the change room before the game. So what you've coached on, probably 2 or 3 major points, what you've coached on, you're kind of going over that so it's fresh in our heads going into this game.
Brilliant.
And hopefully you've seen that in the first half, especially how aggressive we were in the press,
brilliant.
how many turnovers we got, how many opportunities we got.
Amazing.
We've heard, saying with a lot of the staff members of the day that a lot of them say he's got a hairy arse. Can you confirm this? And why are they saying that?
Well, I think obviously they're looking at me in the shower. Like, see when I'd walked in earlier and I seen you in the shower, I thought you had a picture of me. And I was absolutely delighted you never. So it has been said I've got a backside like a poodle's face.
But he's the opposite, he's got a face like a poodle's arse.
I know who has rather me.
Just this is my last question, I promise you. How does your mood differ if you win tomorrow night or you lose? And how does the missus deal with that as well? Because I've been in that.
That's hard. I think that's hard, and I've been through most seasons where I've had some sort of success where it's been finishing top 6, not getting relegated, getting to a cup final. Last season was probably the most difficult period in my family's life. In terms, my daughter was 12, she's on social media, your dad, you're going through, you get beat. So not until you go through a period of adversity like that do you appreciate probably the better times. And everybody will say to you, Zach, don't get too high when you win, don't get too low when you lose. But see, really what happens is you don't get too high when you win, but you're low when you lose.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's the difficult part. If you're not feeling like that after a defeat, you're probably sitting telling yourself you're in the wrong job. And that's the hard part. You don't really get a chance to enjoy the victories because the next bit you're banged right on to the next game. But the losses stay with you for a few days. And I don't really get that out my system until, let's say, a Saturday, all day Sunday, you're watching the game Saturday night, you're watching the game Sunday, you're thinking about everything. It's not till you come in and do your post-match analysis and you go back on the part and then your brain flicks to the next game. And you take it. See, after that first session, after a defeat, that's probably not until you get it out your system.
Yeah.
Nothing worse, international break.
And you've been beat.
Break, you've got 2 weeks to stew on it. It's an absolute nightmare, but it's a tough gig, eh? You'd have found that yourself in management.
I couldn't believe how much, like you said, the wins, you just flip by it, but how low you get when you get beat, mate, is incredible.
It's hard to pat yourself on the back, but I tell you what, you didn't half beat yourself up and you get beat. That's just self-reflection, no?
But you shouldn't have beat yourself, mate, because I'm not just saying this, like, how you prepare the boys for this level is incredible to me, and they've got everything that they need to be successful, mate. So you're doing your side of things, it's up to the players.
But I think you've got to be in it together.
Collective, yeah, of course.
See when you win, it's the players.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't mean that in a bad way. Give it to the players. Give them the victories because really it's the same. You're only as good as your dressing room, right? See when you get beat, take it in the chin and you take it. So it's not the players, it's me.
Yeah.
And I that's how I kind of try to work, eh? Try and work it out. There's times you've got to have a few home truths, but take the defeats, you personally, the manager, you take the defeats, see the victories, let the change room have it.
What a way to end it.
Can you win the league?
It's out of our hands now. Do I think we can get promoted? 100%. Do I think Falkirk will drop points? I do. Are they going to drop enough? Don't know. Do I genuinely think I've got a genuine opportunity automatic promotion? Yep. And I think you know me enough. If I didn't, I would tell you. I genuinely do think there's a chance of automatic promotion, but it's in Falkirk's hands. But I genuinely do think there's a great opportunity for Livingston to be back in the Premier League next year. But it's going to be difficult. Scott Brown will be telling his players the same thing. John McGinn will be telling his players the same thing. And Barry Robson, Brian Graham, they'll be probably saying roughly similar stories. There's different ways to get to the Premier League automatic and through the playoffs.
You need to sign this off.
Well, no, just quick, I think this season the Championship teams that they finish in the playoffs will fancy themselves against the Premier League team coming down. I really do.
Why?
I don't know. I think the standard that they've sort of the free's been going for it. I think they can take them this year.
Well, I think your performance against St Johnstone will get every team kind of.
And Ross County, mate.
A bit of hope that
as well.
But what I will say, it's difficult for third or fourth.
Because the amount of games.
Third or fourth in that period of time, it's not really it's the period of time. These 6 games is an absolute colour. We done it in 4, and I'll be honest with you, see by the 4th game, the boys were out on their feet. They were absolutely battered. It's not just the physical energy the game takes. There's a huge emotional energy attached to these games because they're playoff games.
Yeah, of course.
So you've got the emotional side to it as well as the psychological side of it, and then it's at the end of a season.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more difficult. So I think it's really hard for third or fourth. I think second's got a genuine opportunity to do so. But listen, I think these kind of records are there to be broken, innit? Finishing third or you got to say something to Neely there.
I love him.
Neely, this man loves you. He was trying to get you sacked earlier. He said I could take Neely's job, he says.
I thought we welcome back.
Every time, but only see next time you come back, you're always welcome, right? You're always welcome. One, you need to join in the boxes, right? Because I seen you last time you can play a bit. Yeah. And don't be got to sleep in a beehive the night before.
Davie, thanks so much for letting us in, mate. You're a hero, man. Davie, thanks, mate.
Nah,
top man. Cheers, mate.